Barbara Blody, Medical Director of the Reading Center.
I'm Amita Domalpalli. I'm the Research Director at the Reading Center.
Hi, I'm Chris Hodges, Director of Operations for the Reading Center.
This has been something we've thought about a long time, a name change for Fundus Photograph Reading Center. It's been around for 50 years. So 50 years is great, but this really is an outdated name because it refers to one type of imaging. So photographs, the way we think about photographs, are still being done in the retina, but we now do many different types of images, scans and dye scans, different tests that show us a lot more about what's happening in the retina, both functional and structural. So it's really been an outdated name, and we've decided to change it. And Mitha has maybe some insight into how we came to this name. How did we get to Wisconsin Reading Center?
Yeah, so the Fundus Photograph Reading Center was a name that we started with, but a lot of other clinical research groups, particularly the Diabetic Retinopathy Clinical Research Network, and many other groups refer to us as the Wisconsin Reading Center. So it is a name given to us mostly by the clinical trialists all across the world, and that's kind of how we are known as. So it's a nice name to take on because we're already adopted the name.
I like it a lot as a name because it's not specific even to imaging. We do work in artificial intelligence and telemedicine. And yes, that's imaging related, but the type of work we do is very different than the traditional clinical trial. So for me, I think it gives us kind of room to grow into new areas. And it really just gets us associated with our location. And in ophthalmology, Wisconsin, the location of Wisconsin is a very important name, both in this country and internationally. There's Wisconsin epidemiological studies in Beaver Dam, for example. There's Wisconsin grading systems for diabetic retinopathy and for macular degeneration. So the name Wisconsin and ophthalmology already go together. So to me, this makes a lot of sense.
I think the most important thing for people to know about us is that our employees are amazing. They are working very hard during this pandemic. They are putting in the hours, the work. They're dedicated to the research and the work that we do at the Reading Center. They haven't stopped during this pandemic. I think they're working harder and more invested in the things that we do here.
One other thing that we'd like to highlight as we change our name to Wisconsin Reading Center is that we are part of the University of Wisconsin. It's a university that's been here for a long time, a couple of centuries now, and we are 100% an academic research unit. All of the staff are academic researchers. There are faculty involved. The administrators are all part of the university system. And we really have that mission and that culture within us. We are here because we're dedicated to research. We're not biased. We're not part of or influenced by a specific company. We work for many different companies and the National Eye Institute. And so that way we are really able to provide very unbiased research that's very accurate and now sought after by a lot of companies because it's recognized, especially by the FDA. We are here as a research group that's providing a service, and we want to see all kinds of research succeed, whether that's one person's idea or the NIH's idea or a corporate sponsor. And so we're here to help individual researchers who are just at the beginning of their journey or big research studies. But we're hoping we can, fight blindness any way we can.